السلام عليكم. Welcome to 9 p.m. English News Edition. Netherlands. The Minister of Defense presided over the departure ceremony of the Hale-11 battalion in Beledweyne. 20 years later, he sent 100 retreat from historic Southland. Those were the headlines and welcome to the national news. The army of the Egyptian army the day began earlier this morning at the Mariama Training Center, where the Hill 11 battalion with 857 soldiers was preparing to begin its peacekeeping mission in Beledweyne, Somalia, under the banner ATMIS, and they took over from the Hill 9 battalion, which returned to Djibouti starting tomorrow after 2 years of successful operation. The ceremony marking this event was chaired by the Minister of Defense in charge of relations with the Parliament, Mr. Hassan Umar Mohamed Burhan, and the Chief of the General Staff of the Armed Force, Lieutenant General Secretary Sheikh Ibrahim. As soon as the authority arrived, the battalion weapon holding device was ready. The Minister and General refused the troops with honor, marking the official departure of this crucial mission. Among the guests of honor were the Prefect of Arta, the President of the Arta Region Council, the Commander of the country's Defense and Security Force, Commander of Friendly Force in Djibouti, as well as officer and commissioned officer, rank soldier, and civilian personnel of the Egyptian Army. So the ceremony began with a recitation of Quran. The chief of the General Staff of the Armed Forces then delivered a speech market with Society expressed his he passed which is for 6 to the Hill 11 Battalion and its commander Lieutenant Colonel Muhammad Hassan Abdullah.
تعز من تشاء وتذل من تشاء بيدك الخير إنك على كل شيء قدير تولج الليل في النهار وتولج النهار في الليل وتخرج الحي من الميت وتخرج الميت من الحي وترزق من تشاء بغير حساب صدق الله العظيم.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الحمد لله رب العالمين.
Although the official speech were delivered in French, the general took the crucial initiative for transmitting his order and recommendation to the soldier of the parliamentarian battalion in the local language. This deliberate intention to ensure maximum understanding, help ensure the clarity of the message. The Chief of General Staff of the Armed Forces delivered vibrant greeting with pride and optimism toward the Finland soldiers who are preparing to leave for Somalia. Gathering on this Memorial Day under the banner displayed and adorned with our pride uniform, we converged to share a moment of meditation dedicated to duty and honor. He declared, "It is my responsibility with solemnity to sign you a message imbued with the convenience, cadence, and above all, bravery. This precious elite of the Jewish nation bears the crucial burden of maintaining the standard of honor at any table high. As a representative of our great homeland, you will be deployed today to brilliantly relieve your brother in arms who have crowned their mission with success." He emphasized with conviction that soldiers are responding to this call with the same determination that has advocated their history. The departure of the Hill Battalion 11 recall reached in a iconic moment with the line of wreath at the matriz, monument a profound simple act of respect toward those who sacrificed their life for the homeland. The monument satisfying the generation of the hero reminded the member of the battalion of the heritage and responsibility there that falls to them. After the point tribute, they continue with a family photo under the flag of the Republic and symbolizing unity and solidarity. This image much more than a simple photo immortalizes a significant moment in the history of the battalion. Finally, the departure of the Hill 11 Battalion concluded in a festival of so this moment of profound symbolic of the act of the respect toward those who sacrificed their life for the homeland.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم ولا تحسبن الذين سبيل الله أمواتا بل أحياء عند ربهم يرزقون صدق الله العظيم. اللهم اغفر لشهدائنا وشهداء المسلمين، اللهم اغفر لهم وارحمهم وعافهم واعف عنهم وأكرم نزلهم ووسع مدخلهم واغسلهم بالماء والبرد ونقهم من الذنوب والخطايا كما ينقى الثوب الأبيض من الدنس. اللهم وأدخلهم الجنة دار السلام. اللهم لا تحرمنا أجرهم ولا تفتنا بعدهم، واغفر اللهم لنا ولهم ولجميع كافة المسلمين أجمعين. الفاتحة.
So finally, the departure of the ceremony of the Hill 11 Petain concluded in a festivity and cultural manner with a performance by the folkloric group Harbi of the Joshua Army. So, the Minister of National Education and Vocational Training, Mr. Mustafa Mohammed Mahmoud, this morning shared a professional license ceremony from the Lipan workshop to around 50 students who received their professional lesson at the event, which was held at the Sheraton Hotel. Brought together members of the government, the Minister of Infrastructure, Equipment, Mr. Hassan Ahmed Ibrahim, the Minister of Trade and Tourism, Mr. Mohammed Osama Duriye, as well as eminent personality, including the Ambassador of the People's Republic of China in Djibouti, Mr. Hu Pin, the Deputy President of the China Vocational University of Railway Technology, and the Secretary of the Committee of the Tianjin First Commercial High School, also participated in the ceremony via video conference. So the collaboration between the city of Tianjin, the Minfob, has also enabled to technical training the TV trainers in the field of logistics, international trade, and railway technique and consequence like a dangerous training in China provided training course based on pre-market cooperated with a professional professor from a teaching university. So, the Minister of National Education and Vocational Training, Mr. Mustafa Mohammed Mahmoud, and presented the diploma to the top of the first promotion of the Lipan workshop, Mr. Hadwan Kamal Hussein, with a score of the 1820. Noted that this current worker who is merited goes to actors in the field, including in particular the teachers, the educational supervisors, but also and above all the parents of the student who gave their body and soul to achieve this beauty record. After the official speech, Elnoga waited a moment for around 15 best students to receive their precious system from the hand of the Minister of Commerce and Tourism, the Minister of Agriculture and the Committee and other personality presented in force of the ceremony. So the ceremony ended with a presentation of the professional lessons diplomas from the Lipan workshop and the beautiful family photo hat of two of the winners. So the ambassador of the Chinese Republic, Mr. Hu Pin, indicated that the establishment of a Lipan market a new chapter in bilateral cooperation in the field of human resource, emphasizing a new dynamism into a cooperation-friendly relationship between the two countries, and also constitute an exemplary model of the cooperation between the government, educational institution, and business of the two countries. Also, the Minister of National Education and Vocational Training, Mr. Mustafa Mahmoud, in his intervention indicated that this department is exploring avenues for developing the workshops such as the continuation of university study for students holding professional lessons and the station of the Lipan workshop with a new specialized. Our objective here added is to make the Lipan workshop more advanced and it's in line with market needs. A walking section took place under the leadership of the Honorable Kamil Humed, and President of the Commission for Social Development and Environment Protection. This meeting saw the participation in the Territory Minister of Women and Human Rights Development, Ms. Amina Hassan, as well as Somali parliamentarian, with the aim of learning and about the experience and good practice of the National Assembly of Djibouti, particularly in the area of protection and employment of people with a disability. The Honorable President Kamil Hamid and the member of the Commission presented the key role in addressing social issues affecting in this population. They focus on their project review work in the sector of health, education, employment, social protection, as well as promotion of equal opportunity. The Honorable Kamil, President of the Commission for Social Development and Environmental Protection, underlined in his intervention that the Assembly is ready to share experience in the file of the case of the protection of women and children. The Somali delegation held a working meeting with the Legislation, Public Administration and Human Rights Commission. This session was chaired by the chairman of the Parliamentarian Committee for Legislation and Public Administration, Mrs. Kulthum Farid Said. This meeting witnessed the presence of the Minister of Women and Human Rights Development, Mr. Amina Hassan Adam. In addition, the member of the Somali Parliamentarian Delegation also participated this session in order to again and look closer at the experience of parliamentarian Jaburi and in the file of children protection. So the Minister of Women and Human Rights Development, Samina Hassan Adam, expressed her thanks for the warm welcome she and her companion delegation meet. The Somali minister thanked the Egyptian government for the multifaceted support provided by Djibouti for the proud Somali people to repeal and restructure a Somali public institution. She noted that the main goal of this visit too is to study Djibouti's experience in the field of women's rights and protection children, especially with regard to the legislative framework relating to the right of children and women as well as right of people with special needs. As part of its visit to the country, the Somali delegation held a working meeting with the Social Development and Protection Committee Environment headed by Mr. Kamil. The meeting witnessed the participation of the Minister of Women and Human Rights. Shared by the parliamentarian Mr. Sharmake Musa Are, the Finance, Public, Economic and Planning Committee was held today. Today, Monday, a meeting was devoted to discussing various local projects. During the meeting, construction, the discussion took place between the government development of medium-term budget framework within the aim of improving budget discipline, titling for the transmitting bills and voting process, as well as regulatory deadline during the study of financial laws in the House of Representatives. On the other hand, the AMF delegation expressed its readiness to work with a member of the committee to enhance institutional capability in the picture process and exchange experience. The goal is to improve public financial management. The chairman of the committee, Mr. Sharmake Muse Are, stressed the importance of this exchange with international institutions such as the International Monetary Fund. He also expressed his gratitude for their significant contribution and look forward to implementing the recommendation introduction. The Egyptian Coast Guard intervened last Friday in a sea rescue operation for the benefit of the Somali fishermen who had travelled for several days in the open sea. The four fishermen on board fishing boat left the port of Bosaso at the end of December 2023. They then suffered engine failure, which they were unable to repair, with the means of disposal on board. After driving for more than 10 days, it was a helicopter from the International Patrol Force which located them on Japanese warship close to their position 315 nautical miles from the coast, which provided them with assistance. Then the Egyptian Coast Guard then intervened for the next phase of assistance to these fishermen who two large patrol boats were dispatched to the high sea to recover the four survivors and look to their fishing boat. Finally, the mission took place in optimal condition, and the fishermen and their fishing boat were taken safely to the fish port. Here to the south of the country, the British ambassador and UK representative to IGAT paid a significant working visit to Dikil, demonstrating the UK's commitment to strengthen the relationship and regional cooperation. On his arrival at the prefecture of Dikil, the ambassador was warmly welcomed by the prefect of Dikil, Mr. Hassan Abdi Roble, and the president of the regional council, Mr. Mahad Hussein Ahmed. This cordial reception underlined the importance of the diplomatic visit, highlighting mutual and respect between nations. The ensuring discussion address various cultural points related to the regional development, the research exchange area, and on project to post local growth and strengthening bilateral cooperation, demonstrating a shared commitment to progress and prosperity in the Dikil region. Thereafter, this promised visit opened the way between the two parties, the encouraging prosperity result from the DC meeting underlined the importance of international relations. So, traditional gifts were presented. The third stage of the digital caravan in the region and its verse in the north started in Tajura under the sponsorship of the Prefect Muhammad Abbas in the presence of the Regional Council of Tajura, Mr. Umar Hussein, the Director General of the CTAD and Initiator of the Digital Caravan, Mr. Samatar Abdi Osman. The Digital Caravan is a unique initiative in Djibouti, launched by the Center for Technology and Innovation for Development in partnership with the delegated ministry in charge of digital economy and innovation. Declared the UNDP, the World Bank, and the Menfor with a few strengthening the capacity of young people in terms of technology and digital technology conducive to socio-economic development Djibouti, in accordance with the objective of Vision 2035 and initiated by the President of the Republic, His Excellency Mohamed Ghele, where the investment of young people in technology and digital is initial pillar to meet all the socio-economic challenges of Djibouti in general and the entire region, in particular that's those through the digital expansion. The digital caravan will and also strengthen territorial inclusion and the fight against the digital divide by offering learning opportunity to adolescents and young people through a variety of training program charity towards STEM, science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. Anna went to the posta. Mr. Ilmi Ahmed Hassan left his home in Balbala in the evening of 2023 at the night. The last time he was wearing in a peach color t-shirt, a blue color photo, since this day the latter family is looking for him, but in vain. He presents mental disorder. In case of discover, please contact to a standard number of the Central Police Station 21 35 27 61 or go to the headquarters of the Minor Brigade. And for the international scene, Senegal presents itself in the Ivory